Get a fucking mirror.
That's why I don't shave, because I just look like a big baby when I shave. Yeah, no, it's that's why you always have to have at least something, at least like a base layer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
looks good though. Looks good, baby face.
Yeah, it looks weird. But
Yeah.
thanks, man.
All right. Well, here we are, Game of Thrones. Here with Paul, Mo, D-Rod. First full panel we've ever had. Excited. Here to hash out some shit. But we're talking about season 7, episode 6. Action.
Still haven't changed any of the writing on it.
Mo, here's a little throwback. Dusk Till Dawn. Remember? When did we record that? Oh, we recorded April 26th. I lost my chalk, so I don't know what to do about that. I mean, what am I going to write with? Buy more chalk. It's such a hassle buying chalk, because you can't just buy one piece of chalk. You got to buy a whole pack. Unless I get like some of the.
You already lost your chalk now, so buy a pack. So if you lose one, you have another one.
No, I lost a pack. I don't know where the pack is.
Then I don't know how else to tell you. You buy multiple packs of chalk, I guess.
You just have a pack of chalk in each room.
Yeah, this way, if you lose the one in your bedroom, you know your kitchen has a pack. So.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll just keep rocking with the Dusk Till Dawn. It adds to like the, our I don't want to say mystique, but our MO, just like being kind of like those lovable, unprepared fucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can agree with it.
That one went over well. Yeah, what's new with you guys? Anything going on? You guys
not much.
Guys watch that eclipse today?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. I saw absolutely nothing. I didn't even it was just a little cloud, little dark where I was, and that was about it.
Yeah, I did notice.
I have a couple of nerds that I work with that brought the glasses.
They actually bought the glasses?
Yeah, so I actually got to see something. It literally just looked like the moon was out when you looked up at it, because you just saw a sliver where I was. But yeah, I don't get it, man. Honestly, if no one had told me, I don't think any. If there weren't scientists, no one would know. It's just
yeah, everyone just look up and be like, "Oh, that's weird," and just go about their business. Because the last time this happened was 100 years ago, so we didn't keep track of that stuff. Imagine the one guy to see it happen twice. I seen that. Shit. I was 7 last time I saw that. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I'm inside all day.
You see the picture of Trump trying to look at it without the glasses?
Yeah. Just staring straight up. Oh, dude. Imagine if he went blind. That would be one of the funniest things. You have a blind president because he's staring into the eclipse. It'll only be fitting. Listen, Paul, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Yeah.
And I'm a little nervous to ask this because we had a conversation about this beforehand. Yeah. But what you watching? Wait, hold on. I just want to preface this by saying, before you get started, before we started recording, I said, "Does anybody have a what you watching?" And Paul's just it's kind of quiet for a second. He goes, "Yeah, I do." It's kind of weird though. It's he was kind of fucked up. Or I don't know. So
yeah,
when he said that, I was I kind of have to hear what he's talking about now.
Yeah. It is fucked up. It's on YouTube though, so it must be okay. It's a really, really old anime movie called Violence Jack. There's 3 of them. I watched the second one for the first time. I think these were done in 1980s or 1990s or some shit, so it's pretty old.
Old school.
But basically, the second one is just about, and none of them are really connected, from what I understand from my friend. But basically, there's this big disaster in Japan, and everybody gets trapped underground, and they all split off to different sections, and they're all trying to figure a way to get out. So they're trying to break down the rock to get out, and they find the character named Violence Jack, and he's 7 feet tall, big fuck, just he was just in the rocks, chilling there. and then it's just a lot of violence. You know,
What's his name?
movie's Violence Jack.
It's
Jack
not,
or Shack?
Jack.
Jack, like Jack.
Yeah.
Okay.
wait, and hold on. It's Violence Jack, or why wouldn't it just be
Violence.
Violent Jack?
I don't know. That's the name of the movie.
Jack.
Violence Jack.
It's like an anime. It's like a Japanese translation.
It's-
gone wrong.
I guess it must be.
It's
Lost in translation somewhere.
It's just a really weird and fucked up movie. It's a lot of gore, people getting fucked up, a lot of sex. By sex I mean rape.
Oh.
But it's on YouTube, so it's okay.
I don't know about that.
I was really surprised that it's not.
They blur out the private parts.
Yeah, kind of, but I mean, you can kind of still see everything. I don't know. Japan's fucked up. It's really fucked up. But if you're, we did a drinking game to it. So when we watched it, it was anytime somebody died, or somebody was nude, or somebody had sex or got raped, you took a shot. And then we were gonna do if somebody cursed, but everybody cursed like every other word, so we decided not to do that. But if you're looking for a real fucked up movie to go watch, just go look it up on YouTube. And it's what I mean fucked up besides just like rape, I mean like little kids are getting their heads chopped off by people. Like it's a brutal fucking movie. I don't know. It's a really weird movie.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for sharing, but I probably won't be partaking.
I suggest everybody goes and watches this. Watch all three of them.
I mean,
Really?
usually when someone suggests something, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll check that out. Like I'm
I
not.
never do though. Like
I
I've told
never
you to
do,
watch like
yeah.
a bunch of shit. You're just like maybe like a year later you're like check it out like, oh yeah, do you remember like Vikings? Yeah, I just started watching. It's kind of good.
Well, because I don't necessarily trust your cinematic opinion.
Yeah, I'd have to second that.
I mean,
You like
fuck
some
you
pretty
guys.
shitty movies.
Name one shitty movie.
All the Fast and the Furious movies.
Yeah,
I like the
that's-
first like 3 or
that's-
4.
Yeah, but you've
After that,
seen
it's
all of
ridiculous.
them, and you listen.
I mean,
That's
I'm
all.
invested. That's why I just want to watch it. That's why I keep watching them.
And didn't you like Hacksaw Ridge also?
Hacksaw. Yeah, how'd you not like that movie? That's awesome.
I just thought it was stupid that the guy just runs around, doesn't have a gun, and just saves everybody.
True story though. Like,
Thank
You
you,
keep
thank
out
you.
the
I
closet.
did that though.
I'm just saying, I think it's stupid.
Who came out of the closet? Andrew Garfield or the actual guy?
Both probably, but Andrew Garfield. Yeah.
Really? I actually could see that.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a good movie. It's like based on a true story. Like, how's that?
I don't
it's like
believe
fake,
it.
Like,
I don't believe it.
they had an interview at the end with the actual guy. Like,
Yeah, he'd be like, yeah, I did it with no gun. Yeah, it was no problem. Like,
Yeah, because like all of his friends are dead, so he can say whatever he wants.
yeah, no one was there to see. He was up there by himself. Remember, like even Vince Vaughn was down there. Oh no, they hit the lower Vince Vaughn down.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, no. So
He was the
maybe
best
Vince
part of
Vaughn.
that movie.
Maybe Vince Vaughn can tell us, but other than that, I don't think there's many people that can. So I guess we'll get into it.
yeah.
I mean, let's just start with everyone probably wants to talk about is Jon Snow and the Suicide
Uncle
Squad.
Benjen.
Uncle Benjen. We'll get to Uncle Benjen.
All right, that's all I want to talk about.
All right, then you're out.
No, yeah. I'll stick around until then.
Okay. All right. You sure you just don't want us to get out of the way now?
No. I'm here for the ride.
Okay. All right. So yeah, they go north of the wall looking for a white to bring back, and
Yikes.
they find plenty of whites.
Yeah.
They even find a white bear, which is
Yeah.
pretty fucking intense. Probably one of the most terrifying things you could see.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I jumped because like I wasn't prepared for it. I think it came like from the side.
Yeah, when he came from the side,
Yeah.
I jumped. One thing about that scene that I thought was like not funny, but was when the Hound just sees like the flaming bear just staring at him. Like
He freezes up.
he's terrified of fire, like as it is. Imagine just a wall of fire on a zombie bear just like staring at you. That's if there's any time to shit your pants.
Yeah.
Did anyone significant die until they I feel like just randos died from like the moment the bear was introduced until the end of their little adventure, right?
Just the priest, I think, was only like one.
The fire priest, the guy who used to.
Oh, okay. He freeze to death, right?
Yeah. He froze to death.
Okay.
But yeah, other than
that scene, it died, right?
They were just randos, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I mean, everyone made it back, which was kind of surprising, but it's part of the show.
I was ready for the ginger to go. To be honest with you,
dude. He was close.
Right, it was a good like 2-3 minutes of him just getting like beat at, like they were like stabbing him and shit, and I was like, yo, he can't die before he like has sex with what's her face. He can't die until that happens.
I need that to happen. I don't care who sits on the throne. What happens with the White Walkers? I need to see that sex scene. Right. Just Brienne and Thormund just banging it out.
Who's banging who in that scenario?
It's a
tough one.
It's like when two unstoppable forces, or an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. One of those things.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the little like relationship building between Thormund and the Hound.
That's so funny, dude.
He was like, "Well, you want to suck my dick?" He's like, "Dick." Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Bet you do.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious how he was like saying like how he wanted to like Brienne was like the tallest woman he's ever seen. That's why like he found her so attractive. He's like we make monsters together. Yeah. They'd rule the world.
They would. Yeah, I love Thormund.
Yeah.
I feel like he found like, he felt like the Hound, because like you could tell when he was talking to him that he felt like he was talking to like another wildling, almost like just kind of just barbaric creature that he is. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting little kind of relationship building going on that trip. You had the whole scene with Jon and Jorah, with the sword. Then Jon with what's his name? The guy with the eye patch.
Oh yeah, I don't know his name, but yeah,
Beric, yeah, Dondarrion. Talking to him about his father and all this stuff. Fun fact: I actually work with a Spanish guy that wears an eye patch. His name is Diamond.
Yikes!
It's kind of funny. Not funny, but like to have the eye patch and like the name Diamond like together is just like such a combo.
It's a stripper name.
He rocks it. Like walks around with his eye patch like it's nobody's business.
And he introduced himself as Diamond.
That's his name. That's his name. He was the first person I met when I went to that store. I came in at like 5 in the morning, and I walk in, and he was just like, I see this guy sitting at the desk with an eye patch, and he's like, "Hey, I'm Diamond. What's up?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." What are we talking about?
Oh,
Jorah.
Yeah.
Jorah. Yeah. So there's the whole thing with the sword. By the way, I like how Jorah picked up like dropped the big sword. It's like, I'm just going like double knives. Just dual wield. He just like it's like get it, dude. It worked. I think he had was that a dragon, a Valyrian steel dagger or dragon?
I don't know. I don't think so.
It was dragon.
It was dragon.
Wait, time out. If we're gonna start talking about weapons, how the fuck does that guy light his sword on fire?
That's one of the coolest things. Yeah,
him and the priest, I think, did it too. Like against the bear, I think there's 2 swords on fire.
Yeah, no, I rewatched the episode today when I got home from work, and as soon as I see the bear coming, both of them just go, whoosh, and I was just like, "Let's go!" Yeah, that's pretty fucking wild. And then you got Gendry, Gendry, yeah, with the hammer. How do you say his name? We were talking about this last episode. Is it Gendry or Gendry?
I thought it was Gendred.
Gendred? It's definitely not Gendred.
Yes, that's definitely wrong.
Gertrude.
Yeah, that's what it is. Gertrude.
No, I think we landed on Gendry, but I like Gendry. Kind of feels right, but doesn't sound right.
Nah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's Gendry.
Well, I tell you what, that guy's in shape.
He booked it. Oh, but before we get into that, can we talk about how they they didn't really highlight it. Like Jon Snow killed another White Walker, and it was like no big deal.
Yeah.
Like, right before that, like it was whatever. Like he'd killed in like 2 seconds. I was like, bro.
I mean, he's the chosen one. Like he's the one that's when he killed the other White Walker. When they
not like a dead person, but like a White Walker. He actually killed one. And it was like whatever. It was like they didn't like show too much of it.
Yeah. The guy with like the beard.
So when you say White Walker, I just think they're all the same. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. No, I call like the other guys the Whites.
The Whites.
Like the zombies. Like I think that's what they call them, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah, they're called Whites.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds a little weird, especially in with today's current political climate, but.
So the White Walkers are just the blue guys?
Yeah, they're like, they control all the whites, like with their mind war powers, whatever the fuck they have.
Yeah, like he killed them off, like, no big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, time out. I mean, well, you're the one who read the books, right?
No, I just I just spent a lot of time like watching like videos of them describing all like the lore and the background for everything.
Can you confirm or deny that the White Walkers were originally supposed to ride around on spiders?
I've never heard that.
So in the books, I'm pretty sure that the White Walkers did have spiders.
Really?
Yeah.
I know it.
I'm like 90% sure that they in the books have spiders that they ride around on, not like horses and shit.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they mentioned that in the books.
Well, and that's like not to beat a dead horse, but Uncle Benjamin is supposed to ride a moose. Like he rides a moose in the book, but like he's riding a horse. Like how much cooler it'd be if he just rode it on a moose.
He's also a White Walker, isn't he?
He's like, I think that I was thinking about this when I was watching. I think he's like they started turning him into one, but they stopped it halfway through. So I think the Children of the Forest saved him, or something.
He explained that when he saved Bran, like he's like half alive, half dead, basically, but like he still like fights for the living. He said because he stopped the change.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to talk more about Uncle Benjamin later, but let's work our way to that. How do we get all the way to Uncle Benjamin, though?
Where are we right now?
Oh, we talked about Jon Snow killing the White Walker and like having great cardio.
Yeah. So they attacked the scouting party, I guess it was. I don't know what else to call it. Yeah. They get their white, but he alerts the other army. So the army starts coming. They send Gendry on the way. Like when I rewatched it today, I was like watching how he was literally sprinting up mountains. Mountains. Like this dude just high stepping up there. Like he was out. And he ran all the way back in like 20 minutes, it seemed like.
Yeah. So the timeline in this episode were fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean I'm
not a stickler for that stuff, but it was pretty insane.
Right. No, and like I'm glad they did it so we could get everything into one episode because there's a lot of shit that happened, but like it was a little confusing at times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like because they spent a while like of them walking to that area, and then like you said, Gendry took like 20 minutes to run all the way back to the wall. Then get a raven sent all the way to storm. Dragonstone, which is down south from where they are. Then Dany got on her dragons and got all the way to where they were in like a 10-minute span. So like I feel like it doesn't really matter as much to me. Just like kind of like Mo doesn't really care about it. Like I don't really care either because they fit everything. But it makes me a little upset that they're rushing everything through really fast now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that leads me to think that there's just a lot of shit they have to get to.
Yeah.
No, there is, but it's just like I think there's like certain things that they're not like fleshing out as much as they could now because like we'll talk about Uncle Benjamin, but like that's a good example of everything.
Yeah,
like they're rushing through everything so quickly that like they don't have time to like stop and like really like flesh out certain storylines as well as they could.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean most of those storylines aren't even technically written yet.
Yeah, you can tell they're kind of coming up with it on the spot.
No, yeah, I mean they're ahead of the books, like so like there isn't a lot of flesh to add in there, I guess, like because they're kind of especially with the timeline. Like if they had if they made it 2 10-episode seasons, they could have spread it out a little bit more for sure.
Yeah,
but I don't think they just have enough information to really flesh it out.
I think it's more time constrained. Like,
no, that for sure too.
George R. Martin like told them this is the end point of the story. Like, it's up to you guys to figure out how you want to get there. So like they could flesh it out. Like they're writers. They could easily come up with stuff. It's just because they're condensing everything, they don't have time to do that. Like Euron's a good example.
Yeah.
We barely see the guy. And I think the only reason we don't see him is because they're rushing through everything. The Unsullied, we see them like once, and we haven't seen shit since then. And like as far as I know, they were gonna die soon. But like it's just that kind of shit kind of like upsetting to me a little bit, where it's just like, dude, like, can you just give me a little bit more? Like, I thought Euron was supposed to be some badass, crazy psycho fuck, and like I've seen him 3 times.
Yeah, no, they were hyping him up before the season, and yeah, he's been in like 3 times.
Yeah, so like, is he gonna like show up in the last season all of a sudden? Like, he's gonna be like, a main character at that point? Like, I don't know. I just wish with certain storylines they would take their time a little bit, maybe. Don't rush it. Don't rush it too much.
You guys talk about why they cut down both seasons to like 7 or 6 episodes or whatever it is.
I think it was money.
Yeah,
the episodes were just too expensive.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, didn't we like look all this up before, where it was like each actor was getting paid like $2 million an episode?
The top 5, the top 5 were making $2 million, and then I think on top of that, each episode cost like $10 million to make. I think before they started paying everybody.
Yeah, so I think it is budget stuff.
That's a lot of money, and like I get that HBO is like a subscription service, but there's only like, it's still a business for them. They still make money off the show.
Yeah, it must be budget, because like I remember like Battle of the Bastards, they didn't have the wolf because they had the dragons.
Dude, and the giant guy too.
Yeah, they were like, we couldn't afford to do all 3 of them, so like we had to cut the wolf.
By the way, we haven't seen the wolf since.
Yeah, no, we haven't.
Yeah, the wolf just like pops up at the most opportune times.
But like John's been like doing a bunch of shit, and like, where's the wolf? Like, wasn't bring the wolf with him or something?
That's true.
Tired.
Tired.
Getting old.
Winterfell.
Speaking of wolves, when are we going to see Nymeria again? Arya's wolf.
Oh yeah.
Is she dead?
No, remember she like popped back up earlier in the season.
Oh, that's right.
I don't think.
Didn't we say it wasn't her?
No, I think it was, because I mean, well, first of all, dire wolves aren't really like around there that much. They're usually like north of the wall.
Arya does say it's not her, but
that's what I'm thinking.
Does she?
Yeah. When the like dire wolf like runs away, she's like, oh, that's not her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was reading something online, and maybe this is looking into it a little too far, but it was saying that like Arya had changed so much that like the wolf didn't recognize her at first. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's really getting into it, but that's kind of what I read.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that could be it. But like, I feel like the direwolf and the pack would have just attacked her then for food. If it was like, oh, that's not Arya, whatever. Let's just jump her real quick. Like, there's the horse, there's her. We're hungry, right?
Yeah.
So I think like she knows that as Arya. I think she's just like, yo, I'm doing my own thing. Like, I got a gang of wolves that run around with me. Like, fuck it.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's
in the books, isn't she like terrorizing like Lannister soldiers the whole time, like that gang of wolves?
Yeah, no, it's like you don't actually like see it or like read about it directly happening, but you'll hear people talking about like a pack of wild wolves led by a giant dire wolf just like terrorizing the countryside, just taking out like Lannisters and shit. So like it's there. Like, you don't ever really hear about it in the show, so that's why like it's weird that they just brought it up and now they're not going to bring it up again. Like.
Maybe fans were like really bitching about it, like, oh, where the fuck is this dire wolf? And then they were like, all right, well, it's really expensive, so we'll show it once. But see, it's still alive. It's just running around with a gang of wolves, fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Just like a
dragons are really where the money maker.
Yeah,
no one gives a shit about.
And there's been a lot of dragons this season too.
Yeah, we probably spent a lot of fucking money for that. And there's a lot of like where there's like. Especially like the loot train attack, that was like a good, almost 10 minutes of the dragon on screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of dragon time.
And even the airtime in this episode, there was, probably close to the same amount of time if you add it all up. And there's multiple dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, this time we saw all 3 of them, yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy.
While we were talking about Arya, can we discuss the unnecessary Stark drama that transpired?
Yeah, so let's please get into this because this
is Littlefinger, man. I thought Arya had had him, but now he's sneaky.
Yeah, he's little.
He's alive for a reason.
Yeah, I feel like me and Tony talked about this the last episode though, where it's like, why is I just don't buy that Arya is this master assassin and like she doesn't realize that this motherfucker knows that she's he's not even hiding. He's just around the corner, staring at her. Supposed to feel like this person that just took out a whole goddamn bloodline and you don't know that this guy's watching you. You don't have the mindset to be well, maybe Littlefinger's fucking with us right now. And Sansa's the same way. I don't know.
I don't know why she deals with it.
It's so annoying that they're both falling into this trap. It's just stop.
Yeah. That's great. It's really frustrating to watch.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as the audience, we know that he's just fucking playing him. But it's just you would think after all, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to show that they both changed so much that and they never got along anyway.
Right, they were never friends, so it's not a surprise.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's stop fucking fighting.
Especially Jon Snow to get back and just put him in their place.
For real.
Because I feel like Sansa honestly is she's trying to take over a little bit.
Oh, she definitely is whether she admits it or not, she definitely likes the idea of being the leader.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not okay with that.
I mean, I'm just trying to think about it in Game of Thrones perspective because Game of Thrones has prepared me for the worst always.
Yeah.
So I think something happens there. I don't think Jon Snow comes back to both of them alive and happy. That's just what Game of Thrones is.
I'll be honest. I thought one of them was going to die this episode.
Yeah, me too.
Arya looked like she was going to go for it. Yeah.
She was really, really close.
She was not fucking around.
Just the way she did it, so calm, and she just twirled the blade over. She's here, just handed her the knife. That was just so.
She's fucking creepy, man.
You saw her jump when she
they're setting it up. They're setting that shit up because Brienne of Tar is leaving. Everything. Fingers hard. Everything's just getting ready.
I kind of in the back of my head, I feel like they're both playing Littlefinger to get him out of the picture.
No.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I feel if anyone's playing Littlefinger, I think it'd be Arya, but I don't think they both are doing it.
Well, that maybe not both of them are knowingly playing him, but I feel like Arya maybe is using Sansa to get closer to Littlefinger.
Maybe that's the only thing I could think of. That's what I'm hoping for, anyway. At least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping that one of them doesn't die, but I kind of feel like Mo's right at this point. Like Game of Thrones, anytime you think somebody's not going to die, they're probably going to die.
I mean, fun fact. I saw an interview, I think, of the director a year ago or two, and she said, or whoever said that Arya is their favorite character, and they want Arya to be at till the end, supposedly.
So the director said that?
Yeah. So I don't think Arya's gonna die until maybe if Arya dies, it'd be the last episode.
Bro, I'm telling you.
That was a year ago or more.
My theory of Arya becoming the Night King with her face and murdering Cersei is getting closer to being true. The only way, okay, so I'm gonna change it up a little bit. So she kills the Night King, takes his face.
Why would she need the Night King's face though?
Well, okay, back check. Because Cersei married the Night King.
If you listen to the goddamn podcast, Rod, you realize that we.
Oh no, I remember. But that was a podcast from 4 or 5 weeks ago. Now I remember. You guys were explaining that shit.
Cersei marries the Night King, against Dany, and then Arya murders the Night King, takes his face, murders Cersei in their bed at night, but she kissed Cersei in the mouth, and Cersei had the poison on her lips. So everyone just dies.
Yo, we haven't seen the Dorne chicks since they got captured.
Yeah,
the daughter should be dead, I guess, by now.
Yeah, she's probably just rotting at this point because months have gone by.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's down there. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have anything else about Arya and Sansa? I mean, it's
Not really, just
stop fucking arguing. Like,
yeah.
it's going like Sansa's talking to Littlefinger like, oh, like she has this letter. Where could she have got it from? Why are you talking to him?
yeah.
Like how many times have you heard?
She's by far the stupidest character in the show. She's always like and stupid and easy. She's an easy target. I don't care like how strong they try to make her seem. She's a fucking idiot. Pretty girls are never that smart. At the end of the day,
She must be, because like how many times have you heard her say like, oh, you can't trust Littlefinger? Like I don't trust him. Like he's shady, and then like she's just talking to him like, oh my god, what's gonna happen if she tells all the lords about this letter? Why are you talking to the guy? You don't trust him. Why the fuck are you even like telling him anything?
There. Why let him be there? I don't know.
Because he's trying to hit that.
Yeah, he is.
He's a big mother-daughter porn guy.
It's very persistent.
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah.
I mean, just kill him and then let the other guy take over the veil. Like,
yeah, the guy with the giant chest plate armor.
Yeah. There you go. You keep the Knights of the Veil and you get rid of Littlefinger. Problem solved.
Yeah, he's a little weasel. He's diabolical though.
And you have an assassin in your family. Let her do it. Just be like, yo, why don't you just kill Littlefinger? We'll get along.
Oh, like, dude. Yeah, and what she said was when she was arguing with Arya, I just remembered. She was like, yo, Jon didn't win Winterfell. I did, because she said that he lost the Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
Her that the Knights of the Vale came. I was like, what a bitch, yo.
She wants the credit. She wants the power.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
It's crazy, but I don't know. Littlefinger's got to die at some point.
Yeah.
Either that or he's going to end up on the throne.
He's going to get the throne. He's going to be the one that's...
I predict that Arya's going to kill him.
I think he dies... I think Arya kills him next episode. I think we're going to come to the end of Littlefinger.
Why'd you blow that for me?
I'm agreeing with you. I think Arya's going to kill Littlefinger the next episode. I think...
I don't know about the next episode, but...
No, I hope they do it next episode, because like I've had enough of this like Stark drama bullshit. Like it's just not important. Like we're watching battles with armies of White Walkers and dragons, and then we come back and it's just like, oh, you didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Jon. Yeah, like stop.
Yeah, I mean, there's like they have to start tying up some like certain storylines. Like they can't just let all these like different loose ends go into the last season, which is even shorter. So like I feel like the Littlefinger arc is going to be done next episode. We'll have a conclusion to it. Which, thank fucking God, because I can't stand watching these two women argue anymore about this guy just like play both of them.
Dude, he's literally the guy I think that started the whole war, like the whole.
Yeah, he is.
Basically. It's like we're watching Gossip Girls with these two Starks.
He's the one that like killed Jon Arryn and like set off all this shit and like betrayed Ned Stark and King's Landing and
killed.
I think he's gonna be
the last one. I mean, it's Game of Thrones, so
cockroach, dude. He just knows how to stay alive.
Yeah,
and then you know what else too? Now think about it. You have Bran, who can go into the past and see everything. Why isn't he telling them like, "Yo, listen, he's fucking playing people. Like he can go in the future and the past. He can't help anybody out."
What I want Bran to do is check out who with the Valerian dagger thing, like who gave him, like who sent to kill him. We still don't know that, right? Like who tried to have him killed.
It was Littlefinger, wasn't it?
Yeah, Littlefinger.
Yeah.
Was it Littlefinger or the Lannisters?
Littlefinger.
It was Littlefinger. He might have been doing it on part of the Lannisters, maybe, but it was Littlefinger that set it up. I'm pretty sure.
He just told Catelyn Stark that story that he lost that dagger to Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah.
To set him up. That's why she arrests, Tyrion, which makes everything worse. But it's like, why can't Bran just go back to like the point where Littlefinger basically had his father by like, a knife to his throat? Was like, you should have trusted me.
He definitely knows.
But he's just letting his sisters get played by him now? He's like, fuck it.
Bro, he says he's not Bran Stark anymore. He says he's a three-eyed raven. He probably doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, why didn't he like tell Jon like, hey, watch out beyond the wall, like, give him a heads up about some of this shit.
Be careful, the dragon's going to die.
Yeah, warn him about that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He's just kind of a dick.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Let's get back to the Suicide Squad though.
Oh yeah.
So we left off with Gendry just hoofing it. Then they make their way onto the ice, running from the army, and then, ice collapses, and I mean, it just that shot of them just standing there, and then like
the whole army,
everything is just filled with, walkers or whatever.
Yeah, dude,
it's fucking crazy.
It's badass.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the Night King, like basically playing everybody.
Yeah, he was just waiting.
Like I guess he knew that Danny would show up. Like he somehow must have known.
Yeah, because it went up like a whole day. Like they just chilled there for a night. That's when the priest died because he froze to death.
They weighed him out, and then like right before the dragon showed up, they started fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And now he has,
I mean, I feel like the fighting thing though was just because what's his face? They were just like pissing them off. Like I think it was like Clegane or like the Hound or whatever. He was like throwing shit at them until finally like they reacted.
Well, no, I think what it was they were waiting for the ice to like, freeze over again, and then once they saw the rock just like sitting there, like where the hole was, like, oh shit, like we can walk now.
Okay.
Like they were I guess they were too dumb to just look down and see that it was already frozen. So, like once they saw the rock, they were like, all right, we can go.
Could be.
But yeah, so
it was a crazy battle. Like with I don't know how many were in the squad, like 6, 5. Just crushing it.
Yeah, they were, throwing
it was like a Star Wars stormtrooper type situation where none of the whites like were even making contact.
No, they were just like, just getting brushed off with like warhammers and swords.
Yeah.
Because like an army that size, if they were really zombies, would have just like enveloped them in seconds.
Yeah, and these guys are like they're really brittle. Like you hit them and they just like shatter. Like there was that one time when like Jon Snow was on his back and like a guy just like lunged in the air at him. He stuck his sword straight out. The guy just like hit the sword and just shattered.
Yeah.
He just like blew up. Like
some of them are like skeletons. Some of them are men.
Yeah.
And like it's a weird.
Yeah, I think it's like they kind of break down over time. So I guess like the older ones maybe are skeletons. I'm sure it also has to do with like the condition that they were turned in.
True.
You're like a fresh body that you could.
Yeah, I thought they just remained in the state in which they were turned in. So like some people were turned while more decomposed than others. I don't know.
That's very possible too. I mean, and they are in like sub-freezing temperatures a lot of times. So I'm sure that kind of preserves them from like decaying. They're just constantly frozen.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like it's like, some of them are brittle and like easy to fight, but there's just so many of them.
Yeah, no,
like, it doesn't matter if you kill a bunch of them. Eventually, you're gonna get worn out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's but they're kind of all hope seems lost. The backs are against the walls, and Danny comes in with the dragons.
And just fuck shit up.
Saves the day. I do it. But yeah, I mean, I have a little bit of problem with Jon Snow here, trying to be the hero all the time. Like, he's literally about to hop on the dragon, and he sees a guy like a quarter mile down the road. And he's like, "Oh shit! Everybody get on!" And he like runs in, and he just like keeps fighting, and going farther and farther into them. It's like, dude,
he's a thug, man. He doesn't give a shit.
Like, just kill a couple until like you see a little opening, and then you just make a run for it, and you get on that dragon, you get the fuck out of there. But no, he wasn't having it, and while that was going on, huge hard on move, and obviously while that was going on, there's the big moment with the dragon.
The Night King nonchalantly just like walks over, takes a spear, and I don't know how, but like he chucks it like I don't even know how fast.
Bro, did you see his form? His form is perfect. Like he had the other hand up to aim, and he had it like cocked back, and he just like you could see he had like a little
he launched it like as fast as like that spear that Braun launched, which was like ridiculous.
Yeah. But this was like White Walker, like
spear,
and it just
crushes the dragon in a second.
I saw him.
It actually exploded. I watched it in slow motion on like I think a Facebook video, and like when it made impact with the dragon, there was like fire.
Yeah, well they're like filled with fire, so it just pierced them and just like came out.
They're like a balloon.
It hit whatever like like gland they have that like produces the fire.
The fire gun.
I mean, like they're not just like their bellies filled with fire. It's like a certain thing they have in them that like produces.
I thought it was
the kerosene gland, like behind the
gas. No, yeah,
and it just plummets down, man.
Yeah, no, I saw a meme of like the Night King, like as he's like throwing it, and it's just like Kobe. He's just tossing up, but yeah, no, he's got pretty good aim, perfect form. I just like, I don't know, he had the hand, like I don't know. Anyway, so Dragon goes down, Jon goes down, Danny leaves. Jon comes up.
Jon, I thought was dead again, and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't die. He's like a cockroach. Like,
I know.
Every which way he should be dying. He's doing the dumbest shit, fighting the most uphill battles, and he just keeps going. You gotta love him for it.
Yeah, I thought. And then Uncle Benji comes to the rescue.
And then Uncle Benji comes to the rescue. Now, this is one of the fun, like just his reaction to seeing Uncle Benji, where he was just like, Uncle Benji? What the hell? Like
where have you been?
It was such like a weird, like, yeah, he sees him for like 5 seconds, and then he's like, no, there's not enough time.
There's not enough time for me to get on the horse.
Like, what? After he pulled away, he sat there for like 5 seconds, just like swinging his thing, like waiting. It's like, dude, you had like a good 15 seconds between when the horse left and you started fighting. Like, you could have easily got out of there.
I think the one thing though that he said before Benjen to Bran was that he can't pass the wall.
That is true, but so he could have just like brought him like to the wall and be like, "Hey, I'll see you later." Like, explain everything to him instead of just like staying there and dying.
I don't know. Maybe been as
two people on the horse would have slowed them down.
I don't know.
If they had a moose, this wouldn't be an issue.
But the moose would be as fast.
Yeah, but he wouldn't get tired.
But yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, yeah. As soon as I saw like the rider, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's Uncle Benji."
Uncle Benji. Oh,
this is like a good example of them not having enough time, so they just killed the guy off really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't really have too much of a part in it anyway, but
I've seen him like 4 times in this show.
Yeah.
That's about it.
But he's like one of those guys you see at a family reunion that you like know. But
yeah.
Really
you just probably say hi to. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And it's always the most important times too. You need the most help. It's like, oh shit, it's you. Oh no, Uncle Benji. But
from the
clouds, yeah, he just comes in.
And then and you see Jon get back. You see Daenerys waiting, and I was like, "Yo,
wait, time out about that though, because like when Jon gets back, he's just automatically on a boat. Since when is there a lake or a river by the wall? Am I missing something?
That one, there's like a coast by there, I believe.
Yeah. So they're at a different. They're not the same one that Jon used to be at. There's like forts all along the wall, and this one is right on the water. It's called Eastwatch.
Yeah, I did not know that. I thought the wall was completely isolated.
No, there's a bunch of forts. I think there's like hundreds, but they only use 3.
Yeah,
and we've seen 2 at this point.
Yeah, we've seen. Yeah, most of them aren't even like.
Yeah, they have even. There's not enough people.
Yeah, they don't have enough Night's Watch to cover it, but yeah. So this one, I think they gave this one to the Wildlings, right?
Yeah, that's why he was there.
Yeah, so that's where they met Thormund. But yeah, it's because there was a couple of shots where it showed like the wall and then like the beach, like right there. It was
I was so confused. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, what's going on? No, it's that's like where it ends. But he. So I guess we could get into Danny and Jon a little bit.
Yeah.
They need to have sex. They have a lot of sex tension. They're frustrated.
Was the most sexual tension I've seen in a scene since the last scene of Finding Nemo.
It's like the most I've seen in Game of Thrones since like her and like Drogon in like season 1, like when they were like finally in love.
But like this isn't even close. Like there's so much tension. Like there's so many, like everything they said just had so much like undertone. Like it was just like, oh, it just needs to happen. But it's like, yo, that's your aunt.
Dude, it's a long trip to King's Landing. I think it's gonna happen. And she saw all the stab wounds and everything. Like she was like, whoa, this guy's like.
She's intrigued.
Yeah, she definitely.
I thought the Queen line was gonna get her.
Oh, you saw
Like,
the
right.
panties drop as soon as she said that.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. And there was even one line where like she was like, I can't have kids, like, do you understand? And he was just like, yeah. Like, I don't know. It was just weird. Like, there was so many undertones in it. It was just like, I don't know. It was just a lot of angst.
Yeah, and she then at the end she like hit him with the you need to get some rest, as in like try maybe next time.
And I love how he like closes his eyes right away.
I was just like, I was sitting there laughing. It was such a serious moment. I started laughing because it was just like, you need to get some rest. Okay. Like right away. Like, you gone yet? Yeah. Like, who does that? It's just like, all right, at least be like, okay, I'll see you later. Like, I'm gonna like roll over to this side. And it's like, no, he just like put his head back. He's like, all right, close my eyes.
Yeah, I think it ends right there, doesn't it?
Oh no, the dragon wakes back up.
Oh right, dude, that's like the most important part of the episode.
Yeah, so the Night King brings a dragon back.
I don't know how first of all they got the chains. Like, did he like send people like swim down there or something?
Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, do they have like they have an army? Obviously, do they have a navy? Do they have like people that?
I don't think they do, but I feel like the dead just don't die.
Well, so not necessarily a navy with like boats and everything, but just like a couple of guys that like, whenever they need to deal with water, like they're the guys.
I feel like, since they're dead, they just like go to the bottom and like just stay there. So like they probably like took a couple to go down with the chains and like latch it on. But like it's dark and crap.
A couple of them like came back up from the water after getting tossed.
That's true.
So like.
Yeah, I guess they just like went down with the chains, hooked it up, and then just climbed back up the chains. Like,
I mean, I guess it's pretty dark, but whatever.
They don't like need to see. Like they have blue eyes. Like
they have blue eyes. And yeah, dude, they drag it out, and he touches it, and
so we're gonna see a full-on like dragon v dragon fight. Is basically
yes.
Yo, it's gonna be epic.
Dance of Dragons.
I wonder, like, does that dragon like shoot fire or is it like ice?
That's what I'm curious about.
Right?
Maybe it's like hail.
Hail.
Just pelting you. What the fuck?
Yeah, I could see it like going into like ice or something.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a blue fire.
Mm.
Isn't blue fire technically hotter than like red fire?
I think so.
Kind of like when you turn your gas stove on and it's like the blue light.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's a possibility. That's scary. Because then what if he can like burn the other dragon?
Maybe.
I don't know. It's tough.
I mean,
and how are they gonna kill it? Like,
maybe
a lot of dragon glass.
Yeah. Well, that's why they got Gendry.
If you kill the Night King.
Oh yeah, that thing would die. If you kill a Night King, they all die, don't they? Technically, right?
Yeah,
really?
I think.
Yeah.
That's why John and the other guy, the guy with the eye patch, and John, when they're fighting, they're like, "Yo, let's kill this motherfucker."
Yeah.
They're all like,
I think that was before they were fighting. They were just like looking up at them on the cliff.
yeah, when they're like surrounded, I think.
Yeah. But if you remember earlier when they fought the scouting party to get the one walker, like when
he did kill him.
Yeah, but when he killed him, like 5 of the other guys just like died with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like that. So whoever, I guess whichever ones they turned, they they control or whatever.
So now,
didn't Jon have the opportunity to fight the Night King technically? Like when he saw him about to throw the spear.
He was far away.
He was kind of far.
I think he was on his way towards him to stop him or something.
Yeah, he was like working towards him, and then he fell through the ice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you kill the Night King, do all the White Walkers die?
I mean, that's what I would assume.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. These are questions we don't have the answers to, and I'm hoping that like by the time Sam like shows his fat little face again, he has all these fucking answers.
Dude, Sam, man, he's lord of like whatever now.
Oh yeah, he's still technically in the Night's Watch.
I mean, but like,
well, I guess that's kind of out the window now at this point.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't really matter anymore.
Night's Watch. Yeah.
Yeah, because his brother and his dad died, and he's got like the sword or whatever.
Dick on.
He's got a pretty good army, I think. If they're not all dead, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the dragon was like the key to getting past the wall too for the Night King.
He just fly over.
Yeah, he can fly over it. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Unless like because dragons are like technically magic, so maybe dragons are able to negate the magic in the wall.
The wall's very tall too.
Now, hold on. So, Paul, you said that there's. I remember you. I'm pretty sure you told me that there's an ice dragon in the wall. Like that's like lore. That.
Yeah, it's like a rumor and like a theory. Is that like there's a actual like ice dragon in the wall itself?
So what if they take this new dragon, fly the wall, release the other ice dragon, and it's 2-on-2? That.
Dude, I'd be okay with that. Danny rides Drogon. Jon rides the dragon named after his father, and then you have the Night King on Viserion, and then you have another White Walker on the other one.
Wait, what's the other dragon's name?
It's like Railgar or something like that. It's like based off his dad's name.
Oh, after his real. Okay.
Yeah, it's not Ray. Like, was his dad's name? What, Rhaegar?
Rhaegar.
Yeah, it's not exactly that, but it's like she like named it just like how she named the other one after her brother.
Rhaegarius. Yeah.
But yeah, that was
and
like the little preview for the next episode was pretty epic.
Yeah, like they're in King's Landing the next episode. Like, this meeting's happening.
Yeah, and like you just see like
got there super quick.
Yeah, and you see the Unsullied too. There, you see Grey Worm with the Unsullied and the Dothraki like right behind them.
Yeah, like are you gonna explain to me how the Unsullied made it away like that?
I'm assuming we'll find that out.
I'm assuming like I'm assuming like she sent like ravens or she flew back from the boat or something. I don't know.
We'll find that out. But D-Rod, by the way, I just want to call you out because we were talking yesterday about like how long this episode was going to be, and you're like,
was it longer?
It was like an hour and 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, like an hour and 19 minutes or something. You were like, oh no, it's like not even 55. Go on HBO Go right now and look at it.
I'm gonna have to. I don't remember it being that long.
Off?
Like
I said 55. I said 55 minutes, like a regular episode. 55.
No, but it's an hour, and I didn't even know it was an hour and 20.
Dude, when maybe it's like an hour and 10, but it's definitely more than an hour. No, listen, because listen.
All right, I'm off by like 10, 15.
So I turned on the on the guide on the TV, and it went from 9 to 10:15. He goes 9 to 10.
Yeah, but that's like 3 minutes of like and like another 3 minutes at the end. That doesn't count.
No, that's extra 15 minutes. There's still where are those extra 9 minutes going?
I don't know, commercial.
There's no commercials. It's premium television. There's no commercials. God damn it!
I'll check it out. I'll probably watch the episode tonight.
I watched it. It was good. I rewatched it.
I'll rewatch it.
But yeah, I mean, it's next episode should be good. Next episode is supposed to be even longer.
Oof.
So it's basically better. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's basically going to be a Game of Thrones movie, Yeah.
Well, this one kind of was too.
No, yeah, it was. I mean, it was a lot.
Wait, do you know the confirmed time for the next one? Is it 720 on 120?
Well, I heard this one was supposed to be 70, which it was like around there. And then the next one was supposed to be 80, I think. So, I mean, it's unconfirmed, but I read that somewhere.
You think it's gonna leak in another language again?
I heard actually it wasn't the like someone told me that it wasn't like like one person leaking it like usually does. Like it was actually like the country of like Spain like fucked up. Like they played the wrong episode.
Yeah, it was HBO Spain. They just put up the wrong episode. Like whoops.
Yeah, it wasn't like like one person leaking it to like a random website. Like it was HBO Spain just fucked up. Fuck up like that.
That's the big one. That person definitely does not have.
Wait, did they put up 7 instead of putting up 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's wild. So they didn't even leak both. They just gave them the wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Like
bunch of Spanish people, like, what happened before?
they're just like real confused when they like start up this episode. Like, whoa, did I miss something?
Yeah.
Why is everybody north of the wall?
Yeah.
Dragonstone. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I wonder like when they realize HBO Spain realize like they fucked up and like if they try to switch it back or something.
I mean, I think they took it down pretty quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say pretty soon. Maybe
Yeah, I think it was like within the hour they realized like what happened. But I mean,
like no, so they ran the whole episode and then they realized they fucked up. Like I thought they were gonna like cut it like, maybe like halfway.
They uploaded. So instead, like HBO instead of putting up the episode that just aired online, they put up the next episode by mistake in its entirety.
That just aired. Okay, I thought like they aired the wrong one. That's what I was like.
No. They were, instead of putting up the one that just came out on Sunday, they put up the next Sunday's episode.
Okay, got
like the full thing, and then within like that hour, people just fucking screen capped that shit, and then it was everywhere. Dude, HBO can't catch a break.
No, they can't.
If it's not them getting fucked over by like somebody hacking them, it's themselves fucking themselves over. Like,
yeah, I feel like this happened last year too, didn't it? Last season. I feel like there was leaks then too.
Last year, somebody leaked the entire fucking script.
Yeah, that
leaked the script for like this season with the whole dragon thing. And I think 2 years ago they leaked or 2 or 3 years ago they leaked 5 episodes. Because I remember I watched like the first 5 right away.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
I couldn't wait. Yeah, that's crazy,
man. No other show really has that shit happen.
No.
They got
all high.
They got a leaky ship. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else. You guys got anything?
No, I'm just really excited for next week, and I thought that was the best episode of the series. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite was still Battle of the Bastards, but this I think was the second.
Yeah, those 2 are great episodes.
Yeah. Both of them.
Definitely top there. They're up there.
Yeah, I thought the Loot Train one was.
Yep, that one was up there too.
It was really
good, I think, for me.
I'd say that. I think this episode is number 1. Loot Train was number 2, and then Battle of the Bastards number 3.
Yeah.
Just because the dragon, honestly, because the dragons are just.
Yeah, well, that's the first time we actually get to see like the devastation of a dragon, and like, I just think they did such a good job in that episode, like showing exactly how like fucking crazy it is. Like Jamie's just like a deer in headlights the whole time. He's just like, what the fuck is happening right now? People are just turning to ash in an instant. Like
he's just pooping his pants.
Yeah, he's just shitting himself. I mean, everybody was shitting themselves.
Yeah, that battlefield probably smelled like shit.
Just have a dragon blowing everything up, and then you have crazy fucking psychos on horseback shooting bow and arrows, standing up on a horse, chasing after you. Like,
I forgot about them.
You just can't win.
No, certainly cannot win. But I mean, unless you got Night Kings shooting down dragons.
Dude, I'm almost like team the Night King almost. Like I'm almost on his side just because of like how like mysterious and he doesn't speak. He just like he's gonna fuck shit up though. Like that's like Euron. The guys talk so much shit. It's like, all right, you're gonna die soon. But the Night King is just like, this motherfucker's taking out dragons.
And he's very nonchalant about it.
Yeah, real Kobe, he's just ice cold, man. He just doesn't. Like how, like if your job was to like spear a dragon from like 500 feet away, like you're like getting ready. This guy is just like
whatever.
Just cold and
you get another day.
Yeah, he just very casually walked like through fire and then just like
ice cold.
No fucking power behind it. Almost just like
he's got ice in his veins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope in the next season they don't do the Night King wrong. Like you built him, you built up him and the Nightwalkers so fucking much for 7 years. Like, please just give me that crazy shit in the last season. I want him to fuck shit. I don't want him to win, but I want him to fuck shit up.
Can you imagine what an epic show it would be if they make the Ice King win? Like, I don't think there's ever been a show like that just kind of turns it on its head. And like, sometimes the bad guys win. That would be pretty baller.
I'll be honest. I'd probably be okay with that.
It'd make history. Like, I don't think anyone's ever done that. Just like have the bad guy win outright. Like world just turns to something nice.
I'd rather have that happen than have like some like perfect ending where like Jon and Danny ride off into the sunset on their dragons.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be funny is
knowing Game of Thrones is going to be bittersweet. Like everyone we love is going to die, but like there's going to be no bad guys.
Yeah. No, I would like to see the Night King sit on the throne, on the Iron Throne, and then just like have all of his like whites or all of his walkers or whatever just kind of like take over like normal human roles. They'll be like walker farmers, like walker blacksmiths, and like they just go about their business, but they're all just night walkers or whatever. I would love to just, and then they can even make like, and you'll be even funnier if like they all had like a language, well, a spin-off, but like they had a language where they would talk and like they all had really high pitched voices. Like that's just how their species talked. It was just like, hey, what's up?
Dude, this is gonna be one of the spin-offs they were gonna do. It's gonna be a comedy.
We have this one, then we have the one with Kevin James and Leah Remini playing Jon and Jon and Danny. 15 years down the line and down the throne would be a King of Queens remake with
that one. Absolutely.
You got Kevin James playing Jon. It's like 15, 20 years after like they win the whole war, and you got Kevin James, you got Leah Remini, they're in there, and it's like King of Queens in Westeros. Like,
dude, we need to send the creators like our last episode that we did, and then this one, and like make a petition and be like, listen, this needs to happen. Like, just trust us. It will work. Absolutely.
At least a web series. Give me something.
Yeah, like a limited
like spin-off. But like I want to see Kevin James dressed as no. Like I'm sorry, like I do.
Just give me like a 6-episode miniseries. I'd be okay with that.
Fine with that. Totally fine with that. All right. Do we have an ad for anything for this episode? If not, I'm just gonna go with King of Queens.
Yeah, it's cool.
End it on that.
King of Queens.
Any last words going around the table?
I'm good. I'm pretty good.
No. Well, good to have a full panel. You know, for the first time.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how we were working with 4 people, but I think it went pretty well.
Yeah, I liked it. It's good.
Yeah. Make sure you guys, check out all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Bingeaholics Anonymous. Paul, did you get me on iTunes yet?
Yes. I finally got us on iTunes.
Got us on iTunes. Okay. Thank you, Paul. So we're on iTunes, Bingeaholics Anonymous. Yeah. See you guys next week. Make sure you guys binge responsibly.